Hi, I'm Mary Ellen McCarty. I like to compost my table scraps and yard waste, but like many people in Philadelphia, I have limited space. I'm going to show you what I do instead. Every week I drop off my organic waste at the dirt factory.
So the reason we did this in the first place is because we kind of started we were doing a lot of sustainability. We kind of realized that, greening triangles or whatever, it's all kind of has a sustainability tinge to it. So we kind of decided, let's kind of focus our efforts a little bit, create this, add it to our mission essentially.
The dirt factory's mission is to keep fallen leaves out of the waste stream and provide a location for the University City community to sustainably dispose of food scraps and other organic waste.
And the beauty of having two is if you've ever composted before, you don't want to just keep adding food waste to the same container because you're going to end up with fully composted material mixed up with raw food. So you really always need to have at least two vessels. So in this case, what we try to do is basically match the fill rates to the processing rates. So in theory, if we were filling these about as fast as they could handle, we'd fill one in about a month. And so like right now, we're just filling this one, and whereas this one is just processing, and we get a look at what that looks like.
When you're finished with a batch, do you just make it so that people can pick it up and use it?
Now we just have a lot, honestly, right now. So we have a lot of batches that are in various states of kind of doneness. So it's interesting. So like I was showing you this stuff, which as you saw, it looks pretty good. It's kind of the most fully composted material we have available right now. So you can kind of see what that looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dirt, basically. I mean, there's going to be a chicken bone. There's going to be some stuff. I mean, again, given the just extremely fast composting times here, we're just, a twig. This will be dirt 2 years from now, but not in the kind of time frames that we have. So if we have enough manpower, what we'll ideally do is we screen this. So we have this thing here. The idea is that we put our compost in here, rotate it, so we let the small stuff come through, and then we toss the chicken bones and that kind of thing. This is our most recent batch. This came out a month ago or so, and you really don't want to use it immediately. I mean, A, it's not fully composted, obviously, but B, it's still hot. So in those bins, it'll get up to 120, 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Not maybe right on top, but if we get down into it a little bit, put your hand in there.
Oh yeah, it is hot.
Yeah. There's a lot of pretty raw nitrogen in here that is really not ideal for plants anyway. So it'll kind of cool down. They call this curing. The worms will come in. So worms, you would never see worms in there because it's just too hot for them. So they kind of goes through these phases of, what the animal and the microbial communities are. It's interesting, there's some molds, for instance, I only see that come in when it gets really hot, 120, 130 degrees. Then these molds come in and dry it out very fast. And then once stuff starts cooling down, then, the pill bugs come in and the worms and stuff. And then they'll, basically the longer it sits, the better.
You put a mix of food and leaves on purpose, and that what is that fraction you're going for?
I match them about 50-50 by volume.
It's such a great resource. I moved to the city about a year ago and was looking for a place to put my food waste, and this is amazing. I mean, it's free. There's nothing like it in this. It's pretty awesome.
Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in an apartment with my husband.